Lottie. Come here.
Lucy is simple. It is her chest. Dr. Siegfried visited yesterday, and he seems concerned. I believe he suspects tuberculosis. Please, try to come home. Your daughter needs you. I love you. Always. Catherine.
Every night I have the same dream, Catherine. It is so vivid. The cat finds our son's body in a field of flowers. I see it whenever I sleep. Last night, the dream was different. I saw a dead tree amongst the flowers. The same tree exists out on no man's land, here at the Somme. I ventured out onto no man's land, alone. The others would later call me crazy, but I didn't expect them to understand. The corpses on no man's land tell their own stories of battles won and lost. To begin with, I found only French soldiers. I made a decision that day. Wherever these men were born, I would not forget them. I would remember every single name. But there were German soldiers too, Katrin. It is not easy confronting these bodies of men who once lived. But I had to continue, had to persist.
Show us the pigeon trick again, Harry. It's so good. You got quite the reputation. Everyone wants to see the Pigeon Man. Go Pigeon! Lonka, let me sleep.
Good one, Harry. Send the pigeon to Raphael's face.
I never want to forget this, eh? Take a picture for me, could you?
Come on, Lambert, get on with it.
Thanks, mate. Much obliged.
Hey, Harry. Still in Barrett's bad books? I'm sure he'll come around. Maybe you show him a pigeon trick sometime. Everyone loves those.
Yeah. Any chance that pigeon of yours could grab me an extra cheese ration? Chef didn't want me to have it. There's one right next to him.
Damn bird.
Boy, that's not your cheese. Give it back.
I tell you, Harry, today's a good day for eating. I got an extra cheese ration.
How about this weather, eh? Damn war.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Harry! Can't you see I'm busy over here, mate? Right, just please. I know you've got a pigeon, and I know it's very clever, but leave me alone! Go take some photos or something!
Seems that bird of yours is more useful than some of the men.
J'aime cet endroit. C'est calme et paisible.
C'est étrange de se dire que beaucoup de gens sont morts ici.
T'as combattu ici, non? Comment c'était?
Pour être honnête, j'ai du mal à croire que j'ai survécu. J'ai perdu mon frère dans la Somme.
Ouais, toutes mes condoléances. T'as entendu ça?
Y a quelqu'un?
J'ai vu du mouvement.
Was it madness to head on to no man's land? Perhaps. At the time, I thought only of my dream, only of the dead tree.
Hé, Minou, viens par ici. Allez, petit chat. Allez, petit chat. Hé, Minou, viens par ici. Allez, petit chat. Par ici, viens dire bonjour.
Pauvre bête, elle peut pas traverser les barbelés. Va vers le char, mon minou.
Allez, petit chat. Petite minette, regarde un peu ça. Elle est venue nous dire bonjour.
J'y crois pas. J'ai hâte de raconter ça à Marie.
Et qu'est-ce que t'en penses, brave bête? Est-ce que la guerre va bientôt s'arrêter? Hein?
Est-ce que t'aimerais être un chat?
Et tout ignorer de la guerre? Et pouvoir me balader librement et faire ce que je veux? Bien sûr que j'aimerais.
I found 3 bodies from Alpirsbach, boys from home. I'm so sorry. The first was Karl Günther. Please give his family my condolences. Bette's son was there also. I know she will be devastated.
C'est beau ici. Et qui a pu planter ces fleurs?
Avec tous ces cadavres, elle pousse facilement.
Ouais, ces pauvres garçons.
Ils nourrissent les plantes.
Ouais, je suppose qu'on finira tous par nourrir les plantes.
The last was Jonas, you know, Dr. Siegfried's boy. He was a good friend to Max.
Pas un pas de plus, Rit. Arrête-toi, ou je tire.
Attends une seconde. Je pense qu'il vient juste pour les mains.
And though Max was not there, these boys were all someone's son. All these boys deserved a proper burial. I became consumed by the task. It takes its toll on a man, the constant presence of death.
Harry Lambert, you say?
You got a letter from Julia Taylor. Sound familiar? All good news, I hope.
Dear Harry, it is simply not the same here without you. I have no one to talk to. And if I didn't know him better, I would say that even Father misses you. Thank you for your photograph, Harry. I'm glad to see you are making friends. It must be thrilling to mix with people from such different cultures. He looks so very friendly. Please tell him I say hello. They say back home that the war will be over soon. You shall be home before you know it. I do enjoy receiving your pictures. Please send another when you get a chance. Sincerely yours, Julia.
Hey, Harry! Barrett was looking for you.
Not now.
Do you really think my men have time for your stupid little tricks? Make yourself useful and fetch my documents. I don't care how you do it, boy. Just get my documents.
Looking back, I don't know what I was thinking sending the bird. I guess I wanted to put a smile on the Major's face, to take things back to the way they were before Paris. Instead, with his plans flying out over no man's land, all I got was silence.
first sound strange, but a bird found me in the depth of my despair. It carried intelligence from the enemy, pulled me from my madness. I had to act. Saved by a bird, Katrin. And there was only one person who could have sent it.
Then the Major turned, closest thing to the devil I'd ever seen. "Do you realize what you've done?" he roared, inches from my face. "Do you have any idea what was on those papers?"
I told my superiors I found the plans in no man's land. I could not decipher the information they contained, but I hear we are to be moved to Passendale.
I don't expect you to believe this, but not only did that bird fly back to me, it brought a message with it. Danke, hero. Could it be possible that this bird of mine somehow found the German?
I have arrived at Passendale. Every man now carries a gas mask. Some question why the officers even expect a gas attack. But I know. How much had the young Canadian suffered to give me this information?
Truth be told, most of war is just kind of waiting around for something to happen. And I waited at Passchendaele for months before something finally did. Hell, I survived Vimy. If I got lucky, maybe I'd survive Passchendaele.
Hey, Harry! Barrett was looking for you. Move along, friend. Ah, there you are. Good of you to join us, Gafford. Get up there, boy. Take photos. Tell me what you're made of, boy. Get out there and take pictures. I'm waiting, Lambert. Do your damn job.
No one wanted to go over the top. Not a single one of us. Hell, I just did what we all did. I followed orders. For my country. For the greater good. For Julia.
Another massacre begun. Once more, we traded blood for yards gained. And amongst it all, the cat was nowhere to be found. It may seem like madness, but I promised Lucy she would meet the cat one day. I promised.
Dear Kurt, I'm at a loss to explain the Canadian's motives in sending you the information he did. Is it possible he sympathizes with the German cause? Perhaps he wishes to warn only you, so you might avoid the gas altogether. It makes me anxious to consider you are only stationed at Passendale because of the information he sent. If he had done nothing, maybe you would still be at the Somme. I am relieved to hear you carry a gas mask with you. At least you are prepared. Lucy's condition has not worsened since I last wrote, but neither has she improved. I pray you'll get your permission home soon. We both miss you. Love, Katrin.
Bitte hilf mir, Kurt. Meine Gasmasken.
Kurt, unser Scharfschütze hat einen Trupp in der Nähe gesehen, aber ich kann sie nicht richtig hören.
Jetzt nicht so. Zurück auf deinen Posten.
Wir werden verlieren, ich weiß es.
Kurt, hilf mir.
Kannst du dir mal den Verstärker im ersten Graben ansehen? Wir müssen in Verbindung bleiben, sonst ist die Schlacht für uns verloren.
Kurt, hilf mir.
Danke, mein Freund.
Both sides fought to control a church, the largest landmark on the battlefield.
Soon, this will all be a bad dream.
What the hell are you doing, Harry? This is no place for a photographer. Looking for Barrett. Last I saw, he ran into that cemetery over there.
We can't go further! Rick, the tender's in! If only we could cut off their communication!
He wants to find Barrett. Head to the cemetery.
Please! I owe you my life, friend. Thank you. Maracas by yelling for the Empire. You love this war. No way through this side, Harry!
Gunpowder and bullets weren't enough. We had to invent gas.
These two got hit by the gas. No more fighting for them. They're alive, but they'll be sent back to the rear. I owe you my life, friend. Thank you. Barrett passed by yelling for the Empire. He loved... I don't want to die here!
I guess we thought we could gas him out, but the Germans held steady. I'd let the Major down recently. I wanted to prove myself, to make it up to him. Only, I didn't know how.
Ich habe vorhin deine Katze weglaufen sehen. Geht es ihr gut? Irgendwas hat ihr wohl Angst gemacht. Sie rannte in Richtung Kirche. Ich habe vorhin deine Katze weglaufen sehen. Irgendwas hat ihr... Sie rannte in Richtung Kirche. Bleib in Deckung, Kurt! Wir warten bloß darauf, uns da draußen zu erledigen. Deine Katze ist irgendwo da vorn, Kurt. Sie hat Angst, aber sie lebt noch.
She was safe. Thank God. I later wondered if she led me to that place on purpose. As if she knew something I did not. But I'm superstitious like that.
Hey, Harry! Barrett's gone mad. He's gonna get himself killed. Brits are holding us off from the tower. There's our goddamn artillery.
I remember it clearly. I saw a side of Barrett that day I'd never seen before, and that I wouldn't soon forget. Every man has his demons.
Okay. I could do this all day.
The war took its toll on all of us. Even Barrett.
Barrett's asking for you, Harry. Just be careful, okay? How's the Major still alive? Maybe he really is bulletproof. really slick! Never seen him like this before!
I didn't see the shell, didn't know what happened, but I knew I needed help.
Harry, bist du das? Das ist unglaublich.
What happened? Am I dead?
Beweg dich nicht, verstanden? Ich helfe dir. Nicht bewegen.
What are you doing? You're German.
Hier sind wir erstmal sicher. Wie geht es dir? Bist du verletzt?
Whoa. How am I still alive?
Hörst du? Da kommen Soldaten. Das klingt nach Deutschen. Versteck dich irgendwo, los. Hey!
Immer da? Vorsicht! Könnte eine Falle sein.
Gefangen nehmen!
Scheiße!
Please, don't shoot. Don't shoot. I'm just a photographer. Understand?
Hey!
Photographer!
Hey, Freunde, lasst ihn! Seht ihr nicht? Er hat doch keine Waffe! Lasst ihn! I tried to save him.
He tried to save me.
But I failed.
Birdman! Wake up! Come with me. We don't got much time. You transfer out tomorrow, right? Well, this is your last chance to get your camera back. Come on.
I don't want to get transferred to the country. I've heard stories. So damn hungry.
A prisoner of war. A phrase I'd never have understood back home in Canada. But there I was, 4 months into a stretch, at the pleasure of the German army. I was to be transferred out to the country. I'll never forget that last day. They'd taken my notebook, my camera. This was my last chance to get them back.
Come here. Hurry, quick. Just leave me alone. So, on cleaning duty this morning, I went through all their cupboards. I got your camera, your notebook, and anything else with your name on. I stashed it all together. It's ready to go. Listen, I'm on a break, but they got me cleaning the guard block again. You know what that means? Today's the day, Birdman. Shift starts again soon, and there's only one guard right now. Come on. Come on, Harry. Come on, Harry.
Da kannst du nicht rein. Raus hier!
Wir verhungern hier noch.
Und erfrieren.
Die Gefangenen jammern ja auch ständig.
Hey, auf dem Land ist es noch schlimmer. Da wird langsam alles knapp.
Okay, Birdman, time to do your thing. Wait until I'm inside. You distract the Fritz, and I'll get your stuff. I'll meet you out back. I've already stashed your things. I just need a distraction, like we discussed, right? Come on, Harry.
Komm rein, Julian. Da kannst du nicht rein. Raus hier! Blöde Gefangene. Jemand sollte sie alle erschießen. Alle.
Psst, come here. Hurry, quick.
I've heard stories. Prisoners dying out in the country. Be careful.
Here's your stuff. Go hide it in your bunk before anyone sees.
I had to hide them. A stack of letters. Months worth. The guards have been holding all of our mail. Now you'd think, that many letters from Julia, I'd have torn them open. But if I got caught, I'd never get out. I had to hide them. It was torture. I'd also forgotten that Kurt had given me his address, back in Vimy. He lived on a farm, and I was due to be transferred out to the country. It gave me an idea, and I knew just the man who could help.
Yes.
Dear Katrin, 4 months of asking and still they do not grant my leave. All that is left is my duty now. I wake some mornings forgetting why I came here in the first place. The only thing that keeps me going, the only light I see are these letters home to you and our darling daughter. The weather here has turned a lot colder. I ride surrounded by snow. Please tell Lucy.
So I had Kurt's address, and was to be transferred to the country the next day. If anyone knew how to change a movement order, it would be my friend Julian.
Change the address on your movement orders? Impossible. You're crazy. You can try, but it's your funeral, Birdman. Follow me. Right in the cabinet at the back. But that's the officers' quarters. You're not getting in there without a damn good distraction.
Soccer. I hadn't played since I was at school. I hated sports. I was never any good at them. But, for my plan, I didn't need to be.
Well, no more football for us. Our ball's stuck on the roof. can't believe it, Harry. Thank you so much. You want to play? Come on.
Nichts dabei für dich heute, Harry. Wie immer. Tut mir leid. Wie lange bist du jetzt schon hier? Und nicht ein Brief? Ich fürchte, die Frauen zu Hause... Und das Leben geht weiter, verstehst du?
Could be worse. At least the weather's nice enough. And I'd rather be here than in the trenches.
What's the point?
Du, Gefangener! Weg von dem Zaun oder ich schieße!
You want to play? Come on. Okay, wait until I'm ready, and then shoot!
Come on, Harry.
One lucky kick was all I needed, and I got it. That ball was my way in.
Was zum Teufel soll das? Hier liegt überall Glas. Ah, schon wieder dieser dämliche Ball.
Jeden Tag immer das Gleiche.
Verfluchter Krieg.
I was on the train before I had the chance to finally read Julia's letters. I was so distracted. I didn't even care if I was going to Kurt's farm or not. My heart was pounding.
Dear Harry, thank you for all the wonderful photos you send to me. I received no reply from my last letter. Please write back. My dearest Harry, I will not believe harm has come to you. I cannot bear the thought of a world without you in it. I love you, Julia.
And for the first time, those letters carried the scent of her sweet, sweet perfume. I had to get home.
It had been nearly a year since I had seen my home, since I had seen my family. I could not sleep. At home, I dreamt of war. At war, I dreamt of home.
I wasn't going home. Not yet, anyway. But I did have my camera back. To most on the Allied side, Germany was a machine, efficient and relentless. But there were people starving on that train, people that needed help.
Ich habe solchen Hunger.
Du hast in diesem Wagen nichts verloren, Gefangener. Raus hier! Verschwinde. Geh weg. Was ist?
I remember a carriage of wounded German soldiers. Some gestured to me for food. I wasn't the hero Julia thought I was. I couldn't help these people. But I could take photos. One day, I thought, when I'm back in Canada, I'll show people what happened.
So lasse ich mich nicht fotografieren.
Was ist los?
Yes. You know, they let the prisoners walk around, as long as we don't cause trouble.
Was glotzt du so? Geh weg!
Man hört so einige. Alle Mörder.
Durch die Hybriden haben Verstärkung für ihre Luftwaffe. Aus des Roten Baron?
Ah, jetzt so ohne Russland kann niemand die Deutschen aufhalten.
Mag sein. Im Monat haben wir auch
And as I
keine-
took those photos, I wondered, had my plan to get to Kurt's farm even worked?
I had 10 days at home and barely knew where to begin. I knew only that Lucy needed me. I could not even bring myself to enter my son's room.
Darf ich etwas Brot haben, Papa? Wo ist mein Bruder, Papa? Hast du ihn gefunden? Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Mama sagt, wir haben nichts zu essen, weil Krieg ist. Warum braucht der Krieg das ganze Essen, Papa? Hat Lotti dir im Krieg geholfen, Papa? Ist Lotti eine deutsche Katze, Papa? Was hat sie in Frankreich gemacht? Meinst du, ich kann auch mal in den Krieg, Papa? Ich will auch gegen den Feind kämpfen, wie du. Ich hab solchen Hunger, Papa. Wenn wir den Krieg gewinnen, gibt es dann wieder Essen? Was hältst du von dem Namen Lotti, Papa? Passt er zu ihr? Baust du immer noch an der Flugmaschine? Papa, können wir Lotti für immer... Ich will kein Messer, Papa! Erzählst du mir eine Geschichte? Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Mama sagt, wir haben nichts zu essen, weil Krieg ist. Warum braucht der Krieg das ganze Essen, Papa? Hat Lotti dir im Krieg geholfen, Papa? Ich möchte eine große Scheibe, Papa.
Es tut mir leid, Liebes. Dieses Stück Brot muss lange reichen.
Ist Lotti eine deutsche Katze, Papa? Was hat sie in Frankreich gemacht? Mama hat gesagt, du hättest im Schlaf geschrien. Ist alles in Ordnung? Danke, Papa. Du hast mir gefehlt.
Guten Morgen, Kurt. Ich habe Dr. Siegfrieds Stethoskop aus dem Dorf mitgebracht. Für Luzi. Luzi, hast du dein Brot gegessen? Wir brauchen Feuerholz, Kurt. Wir brauchen frisches Wasser aus dem Brunnen, Kurt. Holst du bitte etwas?
Things were different at home. Weird. We have all changed, I fear. Maybe it was Lucy's illness. Maybe it was the war. But I never mentioned Max, for I could not speak of my failure. I did what I could, but we remained hungry.
I remember that little girl so clearly. She was alone, and she was hungry. I couldn't just leave her. Maybe the adults on board could spare a little food.
Mörder! Hau ab!
Whoever that chocolate belonged to, they'd be happy to feed a starving child. Or that's what I told myself anyway.
Ich habe etwas Fleisch. Hast du es dabei? Still. Wir essen es später, sobald wir zu Hause sind.
Schokolade? Hey, er hat Schokolade. Was? Danke. Ich habe aber nichts, was ich dir geben könnte.
Schokolade. Schokolade? Bitte. Was für ein Luxus. Danke. Vielen Dank.
Lara, du hast hier nichts verloren. Raus hier!
Oh, danke für die Schokolade.
Even just for a moment. Even just for that little girl. I was a hero. And for some reason, it reminded me of the man whose life I accidentally saved. The man I accidentally sent Allied intelligence to. The German and his cat.
Hey.
Lotti, Lotti. Lotti ist so lustig. Hier, Lotti. Lotti ist so lustig.
Wie ich sehe, fühlst du dich schon wie zu Hause. Du bist hier immer willkommen, aber geh nicht in mein Bett. Hey, Lotti.
Hier, Lotti.
Was machst du denn da? Komisches kleines Ding.
Hier, Lotti. Was machst du hier, Lotti? Hier, Kätzchen. Lotti. Komm hierher.
I did what I could, but Lucy remained ill.
Lucy, alles in Ordnung? Kurt! Oh, Lucy, alles in Ordnung? Kurt! Kurt, komm schnell! Wir brauchen dich! Kurt, komm schnell! Wir brauchen dich! Oh, Lucy, alles in Ordnung? Kurt! Kurt! Oh.
I wish I knew how to help my little girl. I came home to see my wife and my daughter, to spend time with my family, and yet none of us spoke. I thought I could come home from the war. I thought I could leave it behind. But I understand now, Katrin, and I'm sorry. I can never leave the war behind. The war follows me wherever I go.
Sure enough, I found myself on Kurt's doorstep. I didn't know how he'd react. It's one thing being friends with the enemy in a tunnel underground, but another being friends out in the open. I needn't have worried, though. Kurt and his family were kind to me. They took me in, gave me a bed to sleep in, cooked me meals. In return, I helped out on the farm and did what I could around the house. A few days later, Kurt took me to a nearby village. There were things his family needed. Lucy, his daughter, was sick. And Germany was struggling to feed itself by that time. Everyone was hungry.